Hey everyone, what's going on? Joey Contino here, and if you've been following along, you know that I'm slowly building out my dream backyard. And phase one has been completed. That is, crews came in, they knocked down big trees that were A, falling down, B, were completely rotted and will fall on my house, and C, they kind of cleaned up a little bit of the debris that was down there. And part of phase one was me going down there, cutting up wood, and taking care of flattening things out. And so today we're in the beginning, or I guess the second stage of phase one, where I'm going to go in here and cut down even more what they had cut down before. I'm talking about little branches and things like that, and then take some of the twigs and things and put them at the curb and get rid of it. And as these phases go on, we're going to bring a tiller out here and till the dirt, flatten it down. These are things that are going to take place over the month of August. So if you guys want to follow along, make sure you subscribe, you turn notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. Today, we bought something really cool that I never thought I would need to buy, but let me show you. This is the Kobalt 40 volt max brushless chainsaw, 14 inches. Yeah, I never thought I would need one of these bad boys, but let's go ahead and open this up and share with you what we're doing. And yes, I know what you're saying. Electric? Why not gas? And yeah, the battery just fell down. And why Kobalt? Well, I mean, when you start a set and you kind of go with one flavor, you kind of stick with it. By flavor, I mean brand. I have everything Kobalt. I mean, Kobalt. I've got 3 Kobalt chargers. I got a cord Kobalt because this one was on clearance for like 50 bucks, because why not? We got a video of using that in this video. Kobalt, and Kobalt. So to me, it just kind of made sense to stay with the same brand, especially because they all roughly use the same battery. I mean, obviously there's a different range you can get. This is a 6.0. The other two I think are 4.0s. But I figured I already had a couple of these batteries, and every review online stated these things can go like 175 cuts on a charge. So here I could do a really big dent in between battery switches. And just like everything else I buy, I don't buy them at full price. I wait for them to go on sale. Like I think about the trimmer. That one was on clearance. These two were as a package for like $125, which is cheap. And the lawnmower was 75% off. So when it came to this is usually it's like $250, and then it was $200 or $229, and then I got it for $199. So to me, this was a good deal. And the best part is it comes with a battery, because you know as well as I do, these batteries are expensive. Like this one over here was $110 to buy. So for 200 bucks or 190 something dollars, you get the tool and the battery. Anyway, why am I messing around? It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm behind schedule. Let's get started. Let's unbox this thing. So out of the box, which I already opened, comes a charger and of course a battery, but a 4.0, not a 6.0. I know, I wish it was a 6.0, but this is how the box comes. If I can try to open this one-handed, or just use scissors and cut it open. Ooh, look at this. This is the box that the battery came in, so don't need that anymore. Did I make it? No, I missed. And this is the chainsaw. As you know, this is a heavy piece, actually. What am I saying, as you know? I didn't expect this to be this heavy. I was going to say it's plastic, but I didn't realize how heavy this would be even without the battery in it. Inside the box, you got the chain, the rail, the cover. You got the actual motor part itself. You know, your 4.0, I know, I wish it was 6. And the chargers, I mean, they're exactly the same. I kind of prefer the stand-up ones, though. Between this one you can hang up on the wall. The one thing missing, and if you bought this and you're watching this video first, there is something missing in this package. That is bar and chain oil. You'll notice that, oh, it's electric. Why does it have this little thing here? You need to have the oil in order to do this. If not, you're going to have a lot of problems. Now you got to put this thing together, and it's super easy to do so. There is a little thing on the side you have to take off. You unscrew it. It shows a mechanism. Essentially, you'll put the chain on here, but first we have to put it on the bar. But before you touch the chain, don't be an idiot. Put gloves on, because you're going to cut yourself. I've done it. You've probably already done it. So it's going to be hard for me to do it on camera. So let me just kind of show you vertical first. So you'll see there's a little slot in between. That's where the inside of the chain is going to go. And you can see the outside of the chain because it's got the little teeth marks on it. So what you can do is, once again, it's kind of hard standing it up like this way, but essentially you're going to tuck this in until it is fully flush around the entire thing. I almost got there. Once again, it's hard to do it standing up, but we are almost there. There it is. Now that's done. This is your front side. This right here, you have to connect it going this way. So the chain goes on there, and then you pull it this way, and then that's where the tension part comes in, because you got to keep the tension very high on this. All right, so now that's sitting on there. I'm going to take my glove off. We have to screw this bad boy back on. So next you're going to screw this back on until that's tight. But if you look, the chain is still loose, and that's where this little tension gear comes in. You're going to keep moving it until it gets tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. So you can see it slowly rising up over here. And you're just going to keep going until it tightens all the way. I do have to say, I kind of wish that tension bar was metal and not plastic. Like, I feel like that's going to be a problem down the line. But that being said, it is now very tight. I mean, I'm pulling at it with my glove on. It's not coming off. So now it's time for the oil. So there are a few different kinds you can buy. Put that back on there for a second. This is the one I went with. It's very generic. For all chainsaws, regardless if it's gas, electric. And essentially, this is the lowest you want to be, and you want to put as much as you want in there, because this all has to be lubricated. If not, it's going to cause you a lot of problems when cutting. So we're going to fill this bad boy up. All right, so let's add this in. I put it on the side because it's easier to do it on the side. So now that you got the oil inside, you got to let it run just a little bit to get the oil going. So in order to turn it on, you're going to click this back. You can hold on to that if you want to. I'm going to hold on here. Press this button and then press down. So here we go. This thing sounds really good. Anyway, let's get cutting because we got lots to do. Remember, safety goggles, gloves, and in my case, hat and headphones because there's mosquitoes back there and I want to listen to some music. So I already started cutting down some branches. I got through like 3 branches and this thing is not cutting anymore. Like legitimately not cutting anymore. I'm trying to cut this little thing here. Okay, it's nothing big. This is like maybe 3.5 inches thick and it won't cut at all. It's kind of weird. It just stops. The battery's fine. I mean, the chain is clearly new. Nothing is broken off. I don't know what's going on. All right, so we took out the hedge trimmers and just started taking out all of this layer here because there was a retention wall, but it's falling apart. And for phase 2, that's actually replacing this whole retention wall. This is gonna go down a couple more feet and put a retention wall coming out a little more further, maybe like to here. So right now we're getting rid of all this junk and then I'm piling them up over here because you gotta cut them up into small pieces. Not this one, this is firewood. Gotta come up in small pieces and put them by the curb. Well, folks, let me leave you where we're finishing for today because mosquitoes are getting really bad, so I'm going inside. Essentially, I cleared out all this except for this pile of leaves here. Cut down a lot of trees and made a pile on this side. You can see all that we knocked out. Here's more leaves I gotta move. That bad boy I actually barely used, but we cut up all this and a lot of these twigs over here. And here's more leaves that we took out. Step 2 of phase 1. It's going well. We need another day. It's currently 85, a little hot, and mosquitoes are just getting too much. So I'm gonna go. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. And I recommend the chainsaw. So there you go. See you later. Bye.